Stutler, and I am honored to provide, on behalf of my classmates, the valedictorian address for the North Florida Christian class of 2013. Before I begin, I would like to recognize some of the individuals here this evening. Pastor Ray, for whom this school is made possible. Administrator Phillips, it has been my pleasure to get to know you this past year. Mr. Leeser, who has helped us all individually achieve success, and to the rest of the administration, faculty, family, and friends of our class, thank you for all you have done to help us get to this point in our life. To my classmates and the graduating class of 2013, the dictionary defines commencement as the beginning and not the end. My grandmother has an appropriate saying, life is a series of beginnings and endings. This day represents the ending of high school, but the beginning of our adult lives. Many have helped us in our journey so far, and many are present tonight in person and in spirit. Our parents, our teachers, and our classmates have all been instrumental. Our journey is at an important threshold. One door is closing as many others are opening. Here are some lessons we can hopefully take with us. We got here tonight with our reliance on our faith, our family, and our friends. First off, our faith. One verse in particular stands out to me, and that verse is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. You see, classmates, faith is more than believing. Faith is trusting that God has a path set out specifically for each one of us. And while that path may be hard to understand sometimes, and you may ask yourself the question, why? It comes back to faith, that God is with us and taking step by step with us the whole way. Our faith has grown and our faith will be challenged. From a distance, we have all witnessed the devastation brought on by the tornadoes in Oklahoma. In such circumstances, one may be tempted to think that there is no God and to lose hope. But our faith the storms will come in our own life, but our faith will be our strength. And I encourage each one of you to hold on to your faith. As to our families, is it even possible to measure the role that they have played to seeing us through to this point in our lives? For me personally, my first impulse is not to reach out and to stretch, but my parents pointed to things beyond my reach, and I would soon catch their vision. Our parents have been with us through our highest and our lowest, and everything in between, and we are forever grateful. As young men and women at North Florida Christian, our teachers, administrators, coaches, and so many more have looked out for us and acted as our family. They have cared about us and looked out for us, even when we have not looked out for ourselves. Lastly, our friends, my classmates. We have laughed, cried, and celebrated since we first entered high school together, and we've walked side by side with these past 4 years. It has truly been my pleasure to consider myself a graduate of the class of 2013, and it is my hope that we remain close. Tonight, we stand at the threshold of our future. As we walk across this stage tonight, we are entering into a whole new world, the next step in our journey, unknown to us. And while we are all headed in different directions, it is my hope that we will never forget the lessons that we learned in our lives and in these classrooms. As the actor Robin Williams says in the movie Dead Poets Society, carpe diem, or seize the day. To me, this means that sometimes we must simply soak in the feelings of the moment, whether that's joy, excitement, fear, and even sadness, and then embrace them and acknowledge them, and then take the next step, trusting that our faith, our family, and our friends will guide us. In conclusion, it is my prayer this evening that God blesses our journey. Godspeed to the class of 2013. Thank you.